If you could undo anything this month, what would it be? This year, my GF breaking up with me and agreeing to marry a stranger she doesn't know. BC her abusive father said yes on her behalf without her consent. Her father also said he'd rather kill her than let her marry me. This happened 10 days ago. I'm so broken. What the actual? What country do you live in? Canada. Lol. So you're just gonna let that slip? You and her could just report him, right? Unless there's more to it. She loves her father at the end of the day. She's accepted it and told me it's done. She's marrying hi monsieur I got left behind. Well, lucky you. Not wanting to trash talk her, but she's not worth her time if she would trade a future and a life with you for a stranger cause her dad said so. XD. Part of me was so enraged I wanted to call her father and tell her about our history. He's Muslim, so it would destroy him to know we've gone all the way. But I don't want to hurt her by exposing her like that. These days I'm just praying I die in my sleep. TBH. I really don't want to live without her. We had baby names picked out. I was looking at engagement rings. I was looking at apartments for us. My whole future revolved around us. I genuinely hope I die now that I can't be with her. I mean, asterisk gestures to everything, asterisk. Accidentally threw away some mostly not stale popcorn. Whoa, relax, don't be too ambitious. The procrastination from this month, but I think I will figure out how tomorrow. My boyfriend's best friend of 14 years died suddenly of an aneurysm this year. He was only 34. His wife was days away from giving birth to their first child. He died the day before their wedding anniversary. Literally the worst Lifetime movie ever. We can't even have a proper funeral because of COVID. I work at an OPPO and we take the call for every single death that occurs in the state. I work in organs, but I was helping out the tissue team taking death calls the night that he died. Since I had no cases that night, I was clocking out when his death call came through. I had no idea that I was merely minutes away from having to be the one to take the call and go home to break the news to my boyfriend. I'd give anything to never again see the look on my boyfriend's face when he woke me up to tell me the news. I'd give more to take away the pain his buddy's wife is feeling. She is literally a fucking angel and she didn't deserve any of this at all. Their baby girl was born exactly 1 week after his death. We miss you, Sean. Carter is absolutely beautiful. She looks just like you. Krista is so strong. I couldn't imagine a better mother for your baby girl. I promise we will do everything to see that she and Carter are well beyond taken care of. Corona not because of the lockdown but so people who lost their loved ones won't have to. And COVID-19 caused people like me to become slackers. Jokes on COVID-19, I've always been a slacker. My concussion. I fell on April 15th. On that day something bad always happens. The Titanic sunk on April 15th. Damn, man, how hard did this guy fall? Then again, I suppose his username does check out. Abraham Lincoln was shot on April 15th. Fun fact. Several bad things have happened in the past and there are a limited number of days in a year. My ex-boyfriend killed himself on April 8th. I would very much like to have that undone. I miss you. So sorry. I have someone close to me who is very depressed and I am so scared of her ending her life. I can't even imagine how that would feel like. I know it's just a stupid award, but I hope it makes you smile a bit. Smiley face. Are you kidding? It melted my heart. Thank you. That was very, very kind of you. Also, I'm sorry about your friend. I really hope she gets through. It's the little things in life, right? Well, I try to help her through the days as much as I can. The SWAT team raiding my house causing me to get kicked out. Damn, what led to them visiting you? Roommate threatened to kill me with a shotgun and actually pointed the loaded gun at me. YTF did he bring a shotgun to your apartment? It was always in the house, just a manic fit caused him to snap. Well, you're alive so that's a plus I guess. Yep, definitely has given me perspective. shut down all these idiotic protests and conspiracy theories, especially the one about 5G causing COVID-19. I would like to undo Wednesday morning when my 15-year-old cat had a massive pulmonary event and died of oxygen deprivation 5 minutes after getting her to the emergency vet, while I sat outside in my car because of the pandemic. That fucking sucked. If I get two choices, I'd also like to undo last night when my closing shift at the brewery went long and I had a nuclear emotional meltdown at my poor boss when he tried to, firmly but professionally, scold me about it. Grief is weird and this week is the worst. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's never easy losing a pet. Here's a virtual hug. Every idiotic decision my landlord has made this past month. He doesn't know well how to landlord the law itself, or how to handle money. Because of these factors, me and my new roommate are actually moving house soon cause we just don't want to deal with any more of his nonsense. I am here to help. Mr. Landlord, can I have a cat on my future apartment? You can have a fucking dragon for all I care, just pick up the shit. My stillbirth. At my prenatal appointment 2 weeks ago Tuesday, my son's heart rate was a perfect 145. On that Friday, he didn't move so I went to the hospital. He was dead. I had a C-section. He was my first. I was 29 weeks and feeling confident because I was in the safe zone. I did everything right, took all the vitamins, went to all the appointments. I don't drink or smoke under regular circumstances. Anyway, I was at a healthy weight and had a healthy weight gain throughout. So far, there's been no conclusive cause. He just died out of nowhere. I can't describe the pain. I'm only still alive because my husband begged me not to leave him alone. I have a history of suicidal ideation. I would kill for the chance to undo it. I just want my baby. I'm so very sorry. I can't imagine the pain you must feel. And good decision staying with your man. Just be strong together. We lost an unborn child too. It's an awful pain. It is not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. We struggled with that for a while. Sometimes these things happen and there is nothing you could have done to prevent it. You aren't alone. This happened years ago and we now have another child that we love so very much. It doesn't fully take the pain away, and I know this message probably won't bring you any solace. I know people sharing the same with me at the time of our loss brought me very little solace. All I can recommend is to try to endure. Seek counseling and take care of basics to sustain your mental health like sleep, water, healthy food, and try to get outside if you can do so safely. Each day you survive is a victory. Be kind to yourself and your partner. It caused stress in our relationship, but we eventually became stronger as a couple. Sending you my prayers and love. I would have taken profits on my stock options instead of thinking that the market would logically keep dropping. That extra $20,000 would be very useful right now that my job has drastically reduced hours. The top button of my pants. My newfound stress baking addiction has not been good for my waistline. Well, a week ago I made too much pasta dough and had to throw half of it out. So I'd go back and not make so much pasta. I'm getting low on flour. Other than that, nothing really. My life is pretty good right now. So I probably wouldn't want to go back and mess with it. Why didn't you just make and dry the pasta for use later? I used a bit too much egg and wasn't sure it'd dehydrate properly. I'm new to pasta making, so I'm just sticking to the recipes as much as possible. Which isn't easy considering I can only find medium eggs. Nothing because I don't want to cause a time paradox. My time spent browsing the internet. Sometime 10, 12 plus hours a day. Horrible. I feel that XD. Not applying for unemployment benefits sooner. Manager said we'd be closed until March 30th, and then we'd at least get some hours. Cleaning, stocking, etc., and likely implement a contactless pickup sort of thing. Haven't heard from them since. The entire pandemic just to save Rick May. corona because insert celebrity not like thousands of others died. May he rocket jump to heaven. I'd undo the Mayan calendar and redo it to say the end of the calendar is 2020. The worst is still to come if they just confuse numbers. 2021 and not 2012. This actually happened a few months ago, but something I would still undo. There was this girl I really liked. Of course, like anyone with a crush, I kinda peeped throughout her Insta every once in a while. IDK how, but a pic was taken of me looking at her. It was a badly timed photo, as my mouth was open and my eyes were closed. To put it frankly, it looked like I was having an orgasm. It was actually a really funny pic. Even I have to admit, it was shared with some people. Then those people shared it with others. And eventually a lot of people saw it. I'm guessing she saw it too cause she blocked me on Insta. Let's just say I never actually got around to dating her. Please make this go back just a month, I regret everything. Well, she left me on March 31st, so the whole month I guess. The 7th for me. Hang in there. Should not have made brownies. I'm the only one here. And no one's coming over. Of course I would eat the whole pan. Why did I think otherwise? You start with the corners or the inside? I should get some brownies. Relapsing. I was 8 months sober. I was once also 8 months sober of drugs. Relapsed and stuck with it for about 5 months and haven't touched any for 2 years. Point I'm trying to make is, relapse is a part of the process. Sometimes it's what you need. But don't use it as an excuse cause then it's not gonna be good. I relapsed on alcohol, though I've been drug-free for years. I work at a grocery store, and have been made to feel like a hero. A fucking fool. And so essential that it makes everyone's heart break. I didn't ask for any of this. I didn't want to be a hero. I wanted to live my life. And I was doing pretty well. But now all anyone tells me is that they are either so grateful for me being forced to work, or they tell me I'm the scum of the earth because I'm not doing anything right. I thought I was doing well. And honestly, I'm not anymore. I'm worried I'll get the virus. I'm worried I'll transmit it to my girlfriend who's working from home. I'm worried that I'll die because I'm a smoker. I'm under so much stress. And I went back to it like it was nothing. I need to remember why I quit in the first place. There are a lot of things out there better than alcohol. It'll take me a week or so, but I'll get back to it. I hope. Trust me on one thing. If you want a future with a girl including children, stop the drinking. It can be rough, and it's really easy to fall back in. But just as you said, remember why you stopped and remember what you can lose with it. My GF breaking up with me. All these damn time travelers trying to mess with the world at large by canceling the pandemic. Altering the timeline too greatly never ends well. But think of the fun times you could have ripping the fabric of the universe apart! Exclamation mark. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.